This is a time of transition, transformation, and being in the Cancer sign, we're becoming more aware and more awake. And we're also realizing how connected we are to each other in the collective throughout different experiences, events, places, people, and all out energy. We as a world are changing energetically, collectively, and individually. So today, as we get into the reading, we're going to see what the universe has to say, so stay tuned. Hello everyone, it's Jenny Yetto from the Pixie Post, and welcome back to my channel. We are here for an exciting moon card reading for the new moon in June 20th. Even being a day late, the energy is still very strong on June 21st, which also coincides with our Summer Solstice and a solar eclipse if we didn't have enough going on in the world. It's a very powerful time and it's very transformative. We as a collective are starting to wake up. We're starting to realize how connected we really are. And it's a very transformative time within our own individual lives as well as the world. We're in a time of chaos where the darkness is coming out into the light, where truth is coming out. Because no matter how much the truth is being repressed, it will always come out into the light. So today we're going to do a moon card reading, as I usually do for these times, and we're going to see what the universe has to say about it and what messages will help us in our own individual lives. As usual, I cleared the card deck already with the candle flame that you see behind me with one of my favorite candles. And I use the Moonology Oracle card deck by Yasmin Boland. One of my go-tos for the moon card reading specifically. One message that has been coming out lately through any readings I've done, any videos I've done, and even just through meditation or self-reflection, I've been getting a repeating message. The truth is now. And it's pretty self-explanatory, and a lot of us are starting to understand that within ourselves. We're looking more inward than outward. And for those of us who are just starting out on that journey, we're starting to see truths we didn't realize that were right in front of our eyes, both globally and through our own experiences. And it can be a little bit of a confusing time because we're raised and we're conditioned to be in a certain belief system or a certain way of thinking. When the truth is exposed and things that we thought were are not what they seem, it can be very sometimes disheartening and disillusioning. And for some people, it can create hope because we know there's more than this illusion that we're in. So without further ado, I'm going to do the reading real quick. I usually do a 3-card draw. I'm starting to feel that I'm going to start phasing out of that structured card pool. Lately, I've been a lot more fluid in the messages. I haven't even really needed the cards like I used to. I used to really rely on them to deliver the messages I was getting. And now I'm starting to pull away from that to a point as far as having it all organized and structured. So what I'm going to do is shuffle a couple more times. I'm going to take out a few cards that are pulled out and get the messages that way. So, all right, there we go. Okay. This is a card that we get quite a bit. Emotions are running high, super moon. And this is so spot on. A lot of emotions have been running high because the things that have been coming out in the world have not all been pleasant. It's been very taxing on a lot of us. And it gets to the point where a lot of us are starting to stand up and we're starting to say enough is enough. We're done. We don't want to do this anymore. And it's a turning point in a lot of our lives, because a lot of things we might have put up with, or that we just did because that's the way it was supposed to be, or that we're expected to do, it no longer resonates with us. So now we're starting to see our own truth, and we're starting to question things. We're starting to be more aware, and we're realizing the old ways are not working anymore. And I've noticed this in my own life too. I've tried to do the same things that I always did, even in my daily routines, and the way I do the videos, even like I said with the reading, certain things that worked for me before no longer resonate. So that made my emotions kind of like a roller coaster, because I would get a little anxious about it. I would, I feel more, because I'm an empath. I feel more people's emotions around me. So I have to do a lot of self-care, a lot of mindful thinking, a lot of meditation in my own way. And that helps me use those emotions for good. And that's where the message is here. It's okay to have your emotions. It's okay to think what you think. But take an observer approach and use those emotions for good. Use them in a productive way. And also, when you are having certain emotions, don't be hard on yourself. You're doing the best you can wherever you are in your path. Observe those emotions, allow them, acknowledge them. Because if you don't acknowledge them, you'll never be able to process those emotions or those fears you might be having, and you'll never actually be able to transmute that energy into something better or make room for new energy. And I learned this actually over the past year. I'm a very emotional person, and I'm starting to learn how to use the less positive emotions in a more constructive way. And this is a very, very important thing for all of us to do in order to raise our frequency and really bring our light into the world. And this can be from traumatic events. It could be from just little annoyances. It could be just being a human being and somebody ticking you off one day. And sometimes it's good to self-reflect and find out what the trigger is and why you might be feeling that way. And that's when journaling is good. That's when meditation is good, or even taking a walk or taking a nap, whatever works for you. And then you're able to look at it in a more detached way and process through it. But there is no way out of it. You can't avoid it anymore. The way the energy is vibrating now on our world, we no longer are pushing our emotions back. We're speaking our truth. We're processing these. We're healing. And the only way to heal is to acknowledge our emotions and work with them. Transmute the energy that no longer serves you, that doesn't contribute to your spiritual journey or to your ascension. Because anything that doesn't serve you is just a distraction. So, all right. So, second, I'm still going to do 3 cards. I'm just not, doing it in a structured way. Okay. The second one, have faith in your dreams, waxing crescent moon. Now, this is a beautiful card. And again, it's self-explanatory. But it's one of those things that it's go time. Work on your dreams. Now is the time, because we're all in an energy where things are manifesting faster. Thoughts are becoming reality. So be mindful in your thoughts. And also, dreams are happening. We're in the vibrant energy where when you work on your dreams, you show up every day, you work on your passions and what brings you joy, you will be successful. And sometimes it's not always how you think it'll be or how it'll look, but you will transform those dreams into reality. But it's a matter of, like the first card, being mindful of your emotions and thoughts. You are not your thoughts, but your thoughts are energy. So any thoughts that we have, the more we focus on those thoughts, the more that'll become our reality. So be very mindful with that. And if you're having some emotions or thoughts you're struggling with, step back and reflect on that, meditate on that, transmute it, work on it, work on yourself, and have faith. Just because you don't see something right away or right now, it doesn't mean it won't happen. And one really good affirmation I do in the morning when I wake up is getting my mindset to a point where I already have it. Because if you want something, let's say you want your business to thrive, you want to make a lot of money, or you want to find that love relationship that you've been looking for. When we come from a point of lack, or I gotta have it, or I won't be happy until then, or very urgent energy where you're chasing after it, you're gonna meet resistance. And the more resistance you meet, the less it'll come to you, and it'll actually repel it. So have faith and be happy in the present moment. Be happy wherever you are. And it's a beautiful time for gratitude. Being in this energy in the new moon is a time for gratitude. Gratitude actually brings things to you. But it can't be done with an agenda. It can't be like, oh, okay, I'll do my 3 things of gratitude today in hopes I'll get this. It has to come from an authentic place, which is your heart space. Be grateful for the air in your lungs. Be grateful that you have your family. Be grateful for the sun. Be grateful for that cup of coffee. Or be grateful for how far you've come in your path. Always give yourself credit for that. Because even if you're not where you want to be right now, you've come such a far way. And you have every right to have faith in those dreams that you're working for, because it's already yours. Time is not linear. Time is an illusion. So whatever you're putting your heart and soul into, and that drives you, that passion, that joy, you already have it. All you have to do is show up, because you are here for a wonderful and beautiful reason, whether you know what it is or not. But you are here for a reason. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. So have faith in your dreams. You'll make it happen. So, okay, and we'll go for the last card and see what happens. I'm kind of excited. It's a lot of work in this energy that we're in now. We have to show up. We have to do the work. But it's a very positive time, because the chains are breaking. The chains are falling off. We're coming into our own light, and we're realizing that for the first time in a long time. Okay, the last card is, and can I say a hallelujah, amen to this, universe? I'm sorry. It's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. And believe me, I'm not perfect. I have my times too, but all I can say is hallelujah. Yes, it is time to release negativity. It is time to release labels. It's time to release the old crap that no longer serves us. I can say it till I'm blue in the face. A lot of spiritual readers can say it till they're blue in the face. Your mom can say it till you're blue in the face. You can even say it till you're blue in the face. But it is time to put that into action. We can say it all we want, but if we don't actually do it, nothing will change. Negativity does not serve us. It just fuels that fear energy. And it just escalates in the collective, and it escalates in the world. We've already seen what happens in the world when we hang on to those old labels and judging each other, and I'm sorry, I'm going to say this, looting and useless violence, and really just being cruel to each other. you see what happens. It just feels it. And it's almost like a lot of us get numb to that. We get conditioned that that's okay. Well, it's not okay. We're not here for that. We're here to love one another. We're here to learn our lessons that we're supposed to learn in the school of earth and life. We are here to evolve into a much better way of being. So this is the time to release it. Start opening your heart to others. Open your mind. Let go of labels. We are not here to hate, and we are not here to be negative, and we are not here to judge one another. All of us have to release negativity. Now, it may not be done in overnight. It's a process. But the sooner we begin this, the better it will be, and our world can heal, and we can all realize our collective potential. It's kind of like when you're at work or in business for yourself. Teamwork is essential in order to make the business work. Well, think of it that way. We need our team, which is our collective, which all of us in this world are connected. But if some aren't contributing to that teamwork in order to ascend our energy and to bring light to the world, it throws us all out of whack. And this is not to point fingers. It's not to blame anybody. We're all in our own path at the point we are for a reason. So now is the time to put down the sword. Put down whatever self-defense weapon or mechanism you hide behind, and realize you are a source of love. We are all part of Source. And we are here to help one another. So it's time to release old energy, negative energy, and work and heal on ourselves so we can help serve others. It's a time to do the work and do the shadow work. Do the stuff you were afraid to do. Because, honey, if you don't do that, you're not going to progress in your path. I had to do the hard work, and I'm still doing the hard work. It never really ends. It's a growth process. But the more we do it, the lighter we'll feel, the more we'll be able to give to the world. And you'll see the transformation it will make in your reality. Because the more we heal, the more our outer reality will heal. And that affects everyone around us. Can you imagine if we all did that? I mean, each and every one of us did that. How powerful and how beautiful this world would be. And it can happen. It's just up to us to make that decision and make that choice. So remember that the next time, even if it's just a little negativity, it's okay. We're still human. We're still going to have thoughts. We're still going to be annoyed. But don't stay there. Acknowledge it. Maybe even get to the root of it if it's a real deep thing, deep issue. Then let it go. Transmute it. And then move on. But deal with it. But then move on. So, okay, that was a powerful one. That was needed to be said. I've been getting a lot of messages about that that concept because there's too much negativity out there and it's not serving anyone. It's just fueling it. And to be on the optimal timeline, we have to do that inner work. Well, that is the moon card reading for the new moon in Cancer. It was a little more to the point this time around. I kind of like doing it a little more free form than the structured 3-card draw. And I hope this video did help you. It's a weird time right now because a lot of things are going on that we're not used to. A lot of us are starting to wake up. I've been on my spiritual journey since 2015 after my second husband passed on. That really just triggered everything, and it sent me on my path. If you guys would like to know more about my own personal spiritual journey and how that started for me, just click like and subscribe, or even leave a comment below and let me know. I would be glad to do a video on that. And yeah, it's a very transformative time. But again, it all starts with you. I think we can heal this world over time, and it might happen faster than you would think. We are breaking out of the matrix one by one. We are realizing our truth, and we're realizing the potential we all have. And when you look within and you look in your heart, just know that is where your light lies. Educate the heart, not just the mind. So until the next time, to know thyself is to know thy truth. Namaste.